Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today I'm here to give you 9 reasons to upgrade from the Galaxy Note 8 to the Galaxy Note 9. And overall, these features are going to be 9 features that may surprise you. The top 3 are going to be the main reasons to switch, but I will address the elephant in the room. Shouldn't you just wait for the Galaxy S10 Plus? And I will say that first and foremost, the S10 Plus, because it's a more standardized phone, is not going to have certain things such as the 512 gigs of storage, as well as the better cooling. It might have the 8 gigs of RAM, although I think honestly they might stick to 6. But we'll have to wait and see what changes Samsung makes, if they merge the things or what they will do next year. That is still all up in the air. But as of right now, I would say that it won't have some of those features that we are looking at now. Now let's start off with the first feature, which is an important one to all Galaxy Note 8 users, just so you don't get annoyed, and that is of course the ability to actually have a fingerprint placed in the right spot. I think that's really a feature that annoyed a lot of people last year with the S8 and the Note 8, and having it in a way better position will make you use fingerprint unlock, I think, a lot more than you normally do. It's really just a small thing, but it's one thing that annoyed a lot of people, so I think having that will be better. Now you do have the intelligence scan as well, but I think the fingerprint placement is the better feature to talk about. Now you also have Android 8.1 coming out of the box. First, now Android 8.0 is on the Galaxy Note 8, but you really have to take a look at one thing, and that is, when do you want to get Android 9? If you want to get Android Pie, that is going to be on the Note 9 most likely this year, most likely November, December. However, if you want to get that on the Note 8, well, you're going to have to wait till probably March or April at the earliest. This is traditionally what Samsung has done, sometimes even longer. Sometimes you might have to wait all the way till June of next year. But if you want to really be realistic and you do like the features coming to Android Pie, it really is going to be something that you definitely want to consider now, because the Note 8 will most likely not get it in 6 months. Now, the next feature is going to be the S Pen features. And overall with the S Pen, you are going to have certain new features that really stand out. It is Bluetooth, but the biggest thing that I like the ability to launch whatever app you want because of the S Pen. That is a feature that I think isn't really being talked about as much, because you can customize it to launch whatever you want by holding it down and by double press. Now by default it does the camera, which is good. I do like the ability to do things like pause and play music. I like the ability to use PowerPoint presentations, and of course for a shutter. I think the shutter is getting downplayed a lot, but it really is nice just to have a shutter there when you need it. Now, the other big feature that I feel, again, is kind of just getting left in the dark is the fact that you do have the Snapdragon 845 as opposed to the 835 from last year. Now, you can say, well, I don't really know if I need that bump up, but it is a noticeable bump, and it definitely helped out in the battery life. The S9 Plus, I felt, really did a good amount better in battery life than the Note 8, simply because of that processor. Now, coming with this one, we'll talk about the battery later, but it's really going to be a big feature, I think, in terms of cooling the phone down, in terms of speeding up the performance, and still, at least at this point, the 845 is the best processor, except for that Exynos that's actually a little bit better, just saying, but that's something that we're not going to have in the US. Now, as for the next feature, you are going to also get faster Wi-Fi and LTE. If you live in the US, this is important because it really is a much faster LTE that certain carriers have rolled out over 2018 and will continue to roll out over 2019 before 5G comes out. So you do get faster LTE. Not only that, but you get a much stronger Wi-Fi signal with enhanced MIMO instead of standard MIMO. So all in all, you are getting faster internet speed. So it's definitely something I should take a look at, and would recommend, if you want the fastest internet, that you might want to take a look at these. And in this one, it really is my big feature that I definitely want to get, and that is you are finally getting 8 gigs of RAM on a Note. In most countries, differences will be around the world. However, you also get 512 storage. Now, I understand this is $1,250, that's a lot of money. You do get $400 for your trade-in on the Note 8, link in the description down below if you want to trade your phone in for that. And really, all in all, I think it's a standard buy. For to get that much storage is really awesome to have it. And yes, it is $250 more, but you are getting so much more storage and so much more RAM. Not only that, but just let's forget it. Let's go with the standard model. The $1,000 model, which you still get $400 for your trade-in on the Note 8, you get 6 gigs of RAM, yes, but you also get 128 storage, so you double your storage size built in. So that alone, you get double the storage built in if you get the base model, but if you get the higher end model, then you just get an insane amount of storage and finally get 8 gigs of RAM, which is something that I've been wanting and needing on my phone for a long time. So for number 3, starting off with the big ones, is going to be stereo speakers. These speakers are absolutely amazing. If you heard any of our speaker comparisons with the S9, it beat out every other smartphone. You guys even said it beat out the Razer phone, which I disagreed with, but you're talking about the first or second best speakers on the market on a smartphone, and trust me, if you're coming from a Note 8, it will be a world of difference. Now the next feature is going to be the low light camera quality. This low light is the best, period. Yeah, all those YouTubers that say the Pixel 2 is the best camera out there, I would put a question mark over that period, because is it? No, it's not. As you can see here and in many other photos we've done in camera comparisons, the Pixel 2 cannot do a low light as good as the S9, and that in turn means of course the Note 9 is even going to be better. Overall, if you want a great low light shot, this is going to be so much better. Any other YouTuber that has a problem with that and the Pixel 2 is not the best camera out there, come at me. Alright, now the best feature absolutely that you should upgrade this smartphone is because of the battery. The battery on this phone jumps 700 milliamps from the last device, and that is huge. I don't think we've ever actually had a jump that big in Samsung smartphones, and even very rarely in smartphones period, from one generation to the next. 3,300 to 4,000 is a huge difference. And this phone, although I only tested out the prototype, is going to be really amazing. The pre-production model lasted a long time. Now, when we get the final build next week, we are going to see just how much it really lasts. Does it outbeat every other phone in the market, including the Mate 10, which had the same battery size? We'll have to wait and see, and hopefully you'll subscribe to find out. So these are the 9 reasons you should upgrade from the Note 8 to the Note 9. Have any of these reasons swayed you? Are you going to wait for the S10? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe, as we will have the most coverage on YouTube for the Galaxy Note 9. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there, and right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.